Welcome to the Practice Podcast, a show created by lawyers to help lawyers in life and business without all the complicated lawyer language. Let's welcome Bast Amron founders and your hosts, Jeff Bast and Brett Amron.
Hello, and welcome to the Practice Podcast, where lawyers talk about stuff. That's going to be our new tagline.
Lawyers talk about stuff. That's an enticing line because normally people want to hear lawyers talk about stuff that's so exciting and interesting.
Okay.
If you're still listening, God bless you.
Hello, welcome to the Practice Podcast, where two guys talk about stuff.
Better, but probably still a little boring.
I'll work on it.
Okay. Today's a really cool day, but also a really sad day.
Well, yeah, it's cool because actually we got asked the other day by somebody, I listened to your podcast, and what's the deal with Nelson? Is that a real person?
Right, or is it an AI bot
or something? Right. And so today we're going to hear from the actual Nelson Rosado.
That's right. We've been doing this now for 5 years.
5 years.
Right?
Jeez,
5 years, almost 6 even.
Almost 200 episodes. Actually, this might be the 200th episode.
Yeah, we're close.
We're
close.
190 or something.
And Nelson has heretofore not uttered a word on the podcast. But today, for unpleasant reasons, this will be, I think this is Nelson's last
It's his last, yeah.
podcast.
You could talk. Go.
You could talk. Nelson, you can speak, man. You're on.
Leaning away.
It's a great day. Everyone, this is Nelson's voice. Go for it.
It will be my first and last podcast at the same time.
That's right.
Yeah, your first and last.
That's right. The reason why it's his last is really unfortunate.
Yeah. I think it's because we have a shitty immigration policy, and I think that's maybe the best way.
I think that's actually a nice way of saying it.
So Nelson, well, actually, let's ask you. Nelson, say your name for the record, please.
My name is Nelson Rosado.
Did you just say your name for the record?
Nelson,
this is not a deposition. We're not going to do that.
Where and when were you born? I just want to introduce, let people know you.
You want to ask him his social security number, his address, bank account information?
Where and when were you born?
I was born in Honduras.
Where in Honduras?
San Pedro Sula.
San Pedro Sula.
Where is that? In the country, yeah.
It's the north part.
Okay. North part, okay.
North part of Honduras.
It's a major city, though, right?
Yeah,
Tegucigalpa is the
capital.
The capital.
So
but San Pedro Sula is
like the industrial part.
Right. It also has an airport, right? Doesn't it?
Yes.
It has an airport.
And actually, I live in a city that was like 5 minutes from the airport. I could see the airplanes.
You could see the airplane.
Okay.
So the airport is close to my city.
Okay. And you have two brothers?
Actually, I have like 7 brothers, sisters.
7 brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
What number are you?
I will be number 3.
Number 3. Okay.
Wow. 3. Yeah.
So and then
mother and father, we are 3.
Okay.
And I'm the second one.
Understand.
And then your mother got remarried, or your father got remarried, or both?
Yeah, both.
Okay. And then you have siblings from their
marriages.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you grew up in Honduras until
like
what age?
18 was my last year.
So you left in 1991 and you came here to the United States?
Yes.
Alone, or how did that happen? How did that come about, your journey to the U.S.?
Okay, my last year in Honduras, I was in a military academy, flight academy. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. I got sick.
You got sick? What do you mean?
It was a
motion sickness?
No. Funny story. It was first year. So I was still a cadet. I had a small accident. We were running 4 a.m. in the runway. All the
running
cadets,
on the walk, like jogging?
All the students, we run in the morning.
Yeah.
And they used to put this chain in the middle of the runway as a security measure.
Uh-huh.
And all the students, we were running, and they say, look, there's a chain, everybody start jumping, Unfortunately, some guy who was in front of me stepped on the chain.
Oh.
And it was like a melee. Everybody, boom, boom, boom.
Oh, everybody behind him.
So what injuries did you suffer?
I fell with my knee.
Oh, man.
And people that
fell on
me.
you?
It was,
oh, no.
So then I was like with the doctor, and I couldn't walk very well. So I lost a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
And they give me the...
You got booted?
Yeah, they
told you...
Yeah, I could not continue because I was too much on the hospital, injured.
Oh, wow. So you were 17 about...
18.
Okay, 18. And then, so what happened?
So next year, my uncle, who used to work for the government
of Honduras.
Honduras, he will come to Miami, visiting. So he told me, "Hey, why don't you go to the U.S. with me, and
So you came with your uncle.
with my uncle,
And this is in 1991.
1991.
You're 18 years old.
Yeah, and
You came here on a tourist visa, right?
tourist visa.
Okay. And did you stay with your uncle during that time, or?
Yeah, he stayed like 2 months,
And then he left.
and then he left, and
You stayed.
by myself.
By yourself.
Yeah,
18 in a foreign country. Okay.
And at that time, they offer English classes in school at night. So it was free. So I started, going to school at night, learning English. And just like that, then I got my high school again at night.
You got a degree because you graduated high school in
I finished
Honduras,
my high school in Honduras,
but then you got a
but I will do it again here.
GED here. Is that a GED or?
Actually, I had that option, but I know I did my high school
You
here.
did full high school.
Full
You did
high
it
school.
again.
I did it again.
Consummate learner. Okay.
And I continue and working where I could because, I couldn't work really.
So at the end of because you were here on a tourist visa, so you were permitted to stay for 6 months.
6
And
months.
at the end of the 6 months,
I extended it.
you were able to extend the visa?
For 3 more months, I think.
3 more months.
But then expired.
So it expired,
Yeah.
but you stayed.
Yeah,
So at that point, you were illegal.
Yes.
So, and you're 18 years old, 19. And this is 1992.
1992, then,
So you
I
stayed, you worked, you
wherever
took
I
more
could.
classes? Did you keep studying, right?
I finished my high school. Then I went to a technical college where I could study computers. I had to pay a small fee, but then there was the storm in Honduras, 1998.
Right.
The Mitch and President Clinton at that time offered, TPS for all Hondurans here.
So
living.
TPS for the listeners, temporary protected status, right? That means you're allowed to stay in the country legally and work and pay taxes,
and everything.
right? Okay.
So I applied. I was accepted. And
Did it matter at that time that you had already overstayed your tourist visa?
no, actually, because we had to prove that we have been living in the United States before that day, 1998, December 1998.
Right. So at the time when you applied, you disclosed that you had been here, and therefore they knew that you had overstayed your visa.
Right.
And they approved you for TPS.
And I've been renewing, every 2 years.
Right.
Do the background check every 2 years.
Right.
So every year you check in with customs or immigration?
No, we apply. Usually they will send us to do our fingerprints for background check to see if, And, if let's say I would have committed a felony, they would have canceled my TPS.
Right.
So
But they never did. Because you did not commit a felony
or any other
crime,
infraction
correct?
of
No
any
infractions, nothing. You have a clean record.
Clean record.
Right.
I'm still.
And every year, when did you start working? After TPS? Working
19, exactly 3 months after I was approved.
Yeah.
I got my first job for a
law firm.
company.
A company?
Yeah,
Okay.
this was like a company that made copies, legal
copies, like a legal services type.
it was called International Legal Imprints.
Okay.
And
you worked there until
2005.
And then you went to work for Greenberg, or is that right?
I worked another company, small tech company, Benchmark Legal Solutions, related to
same thing.
e-discovery. Then for 2 Cardenas, small law firm. For 6 months. And then I have a friend in Greenberg Traurig who told me they needed somebody and I applied in Greenberg Traurig. I was for 7-8 years.
7 or 8 years. And then
found the best.
Then he found
the best law firm.
Nice.
Random Bass Amram, 2013.
2013. So for 12 years, you've been working here. And
has been my best years. Best years. I learned a lot about bankruptcy, litigation,
e-discovery, more, right?
So it's been the best trip.
And besides what you learn in the office, you have continued your journey of education throughout your
I was
tenure.
able, in 2000 to enroll for Miami-Dade College. I had to wait like 1 year, so I don't have to pay, the out-of-state fee.
You had to wait 1 year?
Yeah, so he was a resident.
After?
So that this way he could pay in-state or in-city, local.
But 1 year from when? 1 year from when TPS started?
Yeah.
Okay, so after TPS was here for 1 year, then you could get it in-state tuition?
In-state tuition.
Yeah.
Okay, and that continued until...
I got my associate.
You got your associate degree.
And then the bachelor degree.
You got your bachelor degree. And you kept taking classes even after that, right?
Yeah, because the thing is, I tried to have like a multiple majors.
Multiple majors. Right?
So I took all the classes for, let's say, psychology, sociology, computers,
Business.
business.
Yeah.
So you could have, in theory,
I could have
gotten multiple bachelors.
I have like a bachelor in applied science, but my second major is like 3 different majors.
So you have I would call that a bachelor of applied science and with a minor in those
Right,
3
the other
other
3.
things, right?
Yeah,
Because you kind of minored in those, even though you really majored in those. It's like a dual major, but a quadruple major.
Yeah.
I have like, supposedly I'm supposed to have 120 credits, but really I have like 180.
And this is
credits
and working
While
the
working.
entire time.
while
Yeah,
working
yeah.
full time.
Right.
Okay, so you work full time at 2 law firms and wherever. You take classes at, would you take them at night?
At night.
And then what else? You also you're an avid runner, right?
Yes.
So when do you sleep or eat or anything like that?
No,
3 to 4 a.m.
Right.
Right.
the running was when I actually started last summer.
Oh, you only started running when you came here?
Well, no, I mean
Because
he was running back in Honduras, right?
Yeah,
So
running
he's-
for his life.
He was
right?
running for his life. Okay, so right. I hope I had a little bit of an inspiration for you to
A
start.
little
running.
bit.
Maybe a little. No,
So,
give me a little credit. No,
I will
he's
say
gonna say
that
no. He's gonna say no.
the
His
2 of
eyes
them
say no.
have had a friendly competition
Oh, yeah.
at the annual corporate run.
Yes.
And I mean, in fairness, to call it a competition is a little of a stretch because
That's it's fun. Like the 2 of us.
I would
you know.
like, Nelson, can you tell us about the first corporate run? Like you told this story at the
it's
lunch
true.
yesterday.
the lunch yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah, tell us that.
Yeah, it was I think I asked
corporate
Brett, like they were talking about, the corporate run register. And I say, no, I would like to register. And somebody told me, no, Brett here is the best runner. So I think I asked him, do you run, Brett? And the corporate run, yeah, man. So I say, oh, okay. I've been wanting to run, but never had the chance. Like, really, I didn't understand and I remember I practiced, not that much because I thought it was going to be easy. So during the race, half the race, I was really tired. Like, I said, wow, this is really bad.
We call that bonking. Right?
Yeah, is that right?
That's
Bonking because
bonking.
you
hit a wall.
Overestimate.
Like you hit
just
a wall.
Okay.
You hit a wall. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're bonking.
And I remember like feeling like I was, in my mind, I was thinking I was competing with Brett. And I say, if Brett see me stopping, he's going to tell me, oh, man.
Because you thought he was behind him, right?
Yeah, because I thought he was behind me. So half the race, I was really like, but I was thinking, no, I cannot let, I cannot let that tell me, what happened? Why you stopping? So I say, no, I'm going to finish. And my surprise is when I got to the finish line, he was already there sitting,
Having your coffee. He had already been there for 30 minutes or something.
No.
But he was way ahead of you.
Where I had like 4 minutes, 7 minutes.
7 minutes? Okay.
So, and I said, you know what? No, I have to get better. So next race, I cut by 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You
Reduce
improved your time by 5 minutes, right?
5 minutes,
Yeah.
but I still was like a short 1 minute. Then the third race, we got almost at the same time, like by seconds.
Yeah.
Seconds.
Yeah.
Because Brett went slow that day.
And then was the 4th year.
Yeah, I struggled in that race. I remember that.
Yeah,
one.
that he stopped to drink.
Yeah.
He make a little stop to drink. I saw him. He told me, continue. I will get you. But I said, no way.
You're taking that opportunity.
Yeah.
And I started, I said, you know what? I had to finish this.
Yeah, I don't think I was in such great shape at that time. Like for me, like normal, right? And so I went out too fast and I tried to stay with him and he beat me that year. So he got me once. That's okay.
You're 1 for 12. That's pretty good.
So I was surprised when I got to the finish line and like, I wonder where's Brett. And then I saw he coming.
That's right.
And I said, really?
You beat him.
I did it.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Got him a little trophy.
So essentially, at least 12 years or however, you've been in this country since 1991.
1991.
So
And 98.
and this is
TPS.
25. So 30, what is that? 33
4
years?
years.
34
years.
34 years.
34 years in this country and 28 of those on TPS, 27, 1998.
26.
1999 is when
Right.
TPS.
26.
Yeah, I'll just,
25 or
So,
26, right?
26.
Yeah.
yeah. So TPS, I looked it
It's
up
like,
here.
26 or 27, depending on when, 98, 99. Right?
Yeah, it was
So
the end of
26, 27,
98 that it was enacted, and then it was extended multiple times.
Right.
And then on July 7th of this year, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security publicly announced the termination of Honduras's TPS, and they said, you got 60 days, just like that.
So you've been here for 34 years, 27 or 28 on TPS,
Right.
and within a matter of minutes, they said, get out of here.
You have 60 days to get out.
out.
And people have asked, like, why can't you apply for citizenship? And the reason is that you were illegal in 1999 after you stayed at the age of 18, after you extended past your 9 months.
Before TPS was
Before
enacted, right?
TPS. And so for 6 years, you were illegal. But there's no opportunity for redemption. It doesn't matter that in 1999, you registered, you've checked in every 2 years, you stayed employed, you stayed in school, you paid your taxes, you paid payroll taxes, you paid Social Security, even though you'll never have an opportunity to collect Social Security. You've been paying into this system that is now just suddenly kicking you out.
And never received
once.
an infraction.
Never once.
Was never arrested. There's no criminal history. It's not like all the commercials and everything you see about these criminals and these people all over the street. This, to me, Nelson and his story is everything that is right about America and good about America, but also bad about America.
Well,
right? The good
wrong
part,
about this policy, right? This
wrong about what
current
policy, currently what's going on in America.
Yeah.
This is a guy who, and we talked about it yesterday during lunch, this guy would give your shirt off his back. He would do anything for you. He works his butt off. He is a learner. He reads more than anybody we know. That guy's got like boxes and boxes of books. He probably has more books than he has like clothes and stuff to take with him.
Yeah, exactly. We're helping him move, and that's what he says. Like, boss,
boxes and boxes.
I need boxes.
And
books.
and now I'm not talking about fluffy books. We're not talking about like Danielle Steele. We're talking about books on finance and books on business and books on AI and like dense
bankruptcy. He just learns a topic. When we talk about or hear something, he just goes and digests it.
So now he's being just sort of
kicked out.
Kicked out. Yeah.
25 and it's 25 years of legal, or what do we say? 34. Sorry, of legal status here. It's not worth a damn. And it's just, here's 60 days to go find out something new. Go live somewhere else. And you know what? Thank God that Spain is a little bit more normal because they're accepting you and you can go there as a student and then eventually get citizenship there, right?
Hopefully, yes.
I mean, by the time this gets released, you will be gone. So we've talked about that with Nelson, and I don't think we would have done this and release this while you were here for fear of retribution.
So this will tell you, Nelson, right? So we had a lunch yesterday in the office. And everyone went around and, everyone said nice things and everyone said all stuff, but there were tears, like lots and lots of tears, even from people who haven't been here all that long.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I thought. I mean,
it was amazing.
There were a couple of people
right? And that speaks volumes about who you are and your impact on us. And obviously down to the minutia of being our producer and sort of somebody who we reference on the podcast. And we're going to continue to reference on the podcast, by the way, because you're going to send us pictures and videos and we're going to talk about it. But it's just cruel. It's awful. This should not be what our country is. This is not American values.
It's not how we treat other people.
Well, it's just not America. Like America was built on immigrants coming into this country.
Yeah, and they're good for the economy too, by the way. I mean, you're a perfect example. He
paid his taxes. He's better than a lot of Americans, like citizens.
That's all he does is pay into the system and take nothing in return.
Just
you're a model citizen. And I just want to say one other thing. It's because it's a little worse than that, because he finds out on July 7th, by reading it in the newspaper, basically, that he's got 60 days to leave the country.
Yep.
And so immediately we start mobilizing to try to figure out a plan for him. But then a district court on July 31st, so we're 3 weeks into this sort of scramble, one of the courts issues a stay, which delays the termination. And as a result, TPS and the employment authorization for Honduras remained valid, and it got extended through November 18th. And on the customs website, it's not customs. It's
It's UCIS.
UCIS, United States Citizenship and Immigration Services. On their website, they posted, a statement saying that, we're extending it based on this stay. We're extending
until November.
TPS until November 18th. Then that stay got lifted by the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. And that didn't terminate the stay. It permitted the Trump administration to move forward with ending TPS. So they could have said, all right, well, we extended the date to November 18th, so it's only fair. But no, they didn't do that. In fact, we were immediately searching on the website and we're a law firm. We're not immigration lawyers, so this is not our area of expertise. And so forgive me or forgive us if we make any mistakes here. Please tell us if we have. But there's nothing on the website until suddenly we do, for a few days later, it's backed. They reverted back to September 8th. And that was when? A week ago? 2 weeks ago? Monday?
Tuesday, yeah.
Or Tuesday?
Monday.
Yeah.
Of this week.
This week.
Yeah. So basically, we learned, the extended to November 18th is now back to September 8th. And
you have 2 weeks.
August 15th
you have 2 weeks.
He basically had 2 weeks to figure out. And why? What is the possible rationale for that?
And there may be some people who say, well, I'll just stay and take my chances. But with what's going on, you could be walking on the street and they come and they pull you off the street, masked off, people come and take you off the street, and then they put you in a facility, and then they say, all right, we're not sending you to Honduras or Spain or wherever.
Yeah.
We're going to send you to South Sudan.
Yeah. And who they're grabbing? The easy ones. They know. They know exactly where he is because he checks in. He's reported. They know where he lives. They know where he works. Right. They know everything about you because you have done everything that's been required of you. And that you're an easy grab.
Yeah.
But the one thing they don't know is you're very fast. I wish it was funny. I'm sad. I'm mad. I just think this is
bullshit.
Mean-spirited. It's punitive.
Can I say that again?
It's bullshit. You're right.
It is.
But it's cruel. I'm sorry. You've been here your whole life, 30 years, legal. And listen, I get the whole, I don't agree with it, but I understand that people want to close our borders and stop allowing. But there are people who are here, who have been here, pursuant to a system that we have established.
Following laws.
We have established rules, and he has proven for 34 years that he will follow those rules. Right. And that is worth nothing because he violated a rule when he was 19 in 1992. It's absurd. Yeah. It is absurd. Yeah. That is a broken system. But then to have that system and say, okay, we're retracting it and we're giving you 60 days. On second thought, we're giving you 120 days. But we're back to 60 days, but it's actually 15 days. It's wrong, and I'm sorry. On behalf of the United States of America.
No,
Nelson,
you can't say it's on our behalf. We're sorry.
On our behalf, we're sorry.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's unfair. We're angered, obviously for ourselves personally, for everybody at the firm, but really more for you because it's just not right. And you're being forced to pick up and go off to somewhere that, you've never been, you don't know, and basically start over. Now, as we've talked about, I think it is a phenomenal place where you're going. We don't have to disclose where you're going. I mean, you said Spain generally, but we don't have to say where. And everything for a reason. There's some reason underlying all this nonsense and what you're being forced to do. And that I'm not suggesting, and I think Jeff alluded to this, I'm not suggesting that it's just okay, let's bless everybody and let's move forward. No, we need immigration reform and policy in this country. And are there people that are breaking laws and are people? Yeah, sure. Okay, no problem. That's fine. But the people that are good, that are decent, that are following the rules and following the law, that should be part of this country should be allowed to forge a path forward
Yeah.
and stay.
It's how this country was built.
Well,
I mean,
yes,
it's like the
literally
whole thing.
on immigrants.
Every single person here, other than Native Americans, are immigrants.
So
We all are.
it is garbage. It's garbage.
I agree.
And
I agree. There
I'm
should
with
be a
Jeff.
path.
I join Jeff in apologizing to you
No, you don't
because
have
it's
to.
just not right.
I am. I'm sorry. I'm sad. I'm sad because
yeah.
I mean, you happen to be someone we care deeply about. I'm actually, I'm tearing up, but there are probably a lot of Nelsons. I mean, I know I'm saying probably there are lots of people like you that are in the same exact situation that have been here contributing to society that are just being told you're no longer welcome here with like very short notice.
Yeah, get out.
Sorry, I'm getting
Get out.
emotional.
That's like, well, who does that? Who does that?
Why?
I think about people with families,
Yeah.
homes,
Right.
business.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
a lot
I mean-
of people. I'm lucky. I'm still single and no kids, but I know people who has families.
But you have a family. We heard yesterday from several employees that their kids call you Uncle Nelson, that you've watched them
I
grow
have
up.
a family in Bassam.
You do. You have a family here.
Here,
and
always.
You spend Thanksgiving at Brett's house this year. You spend it with others in prior years. You have a family, but you're right. Your departure is less complicated than someone who might has kids or has.
Well, yeah, I mean, like you have kids who were born here, but the parents are now getting kicked out, and the kids are here, and like it's crazy.
It's just so wrong. There needs to be a legal path to citizenship for people like you. You are, to me, like the quintessential
model.
example of, you've for 34 years have demonstrated compliance. And that's not like there's just no opportunity for you to overcome what you did illegally at the age of 19. There's something very wrong with that. I mean, time served, like it's, whatever the crime was you committed. I don't even know. Is it a crime to stay? I don't know if it's a crime or a misdemeanor.
That is the position that is being taken. That is the position that is being taken.
Legally it's a crime to stay past a tourist.
Well, so that was the whole thing. Do you criminalize violations of the immigration law?
Right. I don't think that one is.
I don't think it was back then. I think maybe they're trying to make it today a crime, but I don't think it was not back then. And so, yes, I mean, you're right. Like there should be, and I think everyone would agree with the fact that there needs to be comprehensive reform of our immigration policies. I think that's true. But I think that you are demeaning the United States. I think you are probably gutting a large portion of the workforce and what has made and what would continue to make America and flourish is having people that want to work, that want to be productive members of society, that want to give back, that want to learn, all that. Like, why are we getting rid of people? I don't understand. It makes no sense at all.
It's bad for the economy. Like here, Bass Amro's a perfect example of we are about to lose an employee and we're not going to replace their position. We're not going to hire someone to replace Nelson. We're going to spread that work among several people. And so, that's a job loss right there. Like your deportation, I know you're not being deported, but you essentially are. You're deporting yourself. Self-deporting, I guess. Yeah. Is, by the way, I looked it up. It's not to overstay your visa is not a crime. It's a civil penalty. Right. It's a civil infraction.
There have been conversations that are trying to make that.
If you overstay and then you illegally re-enter or you commit fraud, like using fake documents, lying to an immigration official, or you work without authorization,
that's criminal.
Then those are crimes. But it's a civil infraction. And 30 years ago, 35 years ago, a civil infraction. I mean, in any other instance, I think every single person asked this question would agree that nobody should be penalized for a civil infraction from 35 years ago.
Yeah, unless you think that there is that in order to create a process where, for example, you say for a particular country that was here on TPS and people that are here, you would say, all right, we're going to create a process for you. They already know where they are. They're already registered. They're already checking in.
Yeah.
They already have the database and the process. Right. So here's what you need to do. And we're going to create this process. It takes X number of years, right? Just like another country. And you say, okay, if you have any criminal background, that's a ding. Like you have a point system and you have a ding if you have a criminal background, if you haven't paid taxes, or if if you're not employed or you haven't gone to school, like, and add the points or take away points for things you don't have. And then you qualify or you don't.
Yeah.
Like, why can't we do that?
I don't know.
That is so easy.
I don't know. Isn't it?
You know why?
I think it's easier than this.
Well, no. See, it's not.
60 days,
It's
and then
not.
we're going to start rounding you up.
We're not going to get too in the weeds on politics here because boy, it'll go off the rails quickly. But
I don't know. I feel like we are.
But like, it is easy to just say, get out. It is easy to do that.
Yeah, but they're not just doing that. It's the second. They're saying get out or we're going to come get you.
Well,
out. It's the get you out part
because
that's very costly and mean-spirited and instills fear in people.
Well,
I keep hearing friends.
It does what?
Instills fear.
Yeah,
I keep hearing friends who's like cleaning lady or someone that works with them or whatever is afraid to they have to pick them up now. They're afraid to drive to drop the kids off at school or whatever it is. And I don't want to live in a society that's just instilling fear in others. It really,
I heard recently, and I was listening to a podcast, and I heard recently that one of the hosts of the podcast said, they should pass a rule that says if you are working for one of these government agencies or a private company that is going around and picking people up, you should not be able to wear a mask.
I agree.
Everyone should know that that's what you chose to do.
The argument about wearing a mask is that, people are fighting back or whatever. They're fighting back because, nobody would fight police traditionally. I mean, very rarely, it wasn't with frequency, because normally they know there's going to be a process. There's going to be due process. If you get picked up, you're going to go to a jail. You're going to be able to speak to a lawyer. You're going to have a hearing before a judge. But now nobody has certainty of that. And if somebody was trying to grab me or grab you or grab someone else, yeah, I would fight. How do you know that this is a legal police force and you certainly do not know that you're going to get due process? You have no clue what's going to happen.
In fact, somebody told me a story of someone they know in their circle who got picked up, and the last they heard is this person was in Detroit, and that's all they know. And they don't know if he or she is still there. They don't know where they were going to send them. They have no idea.
I would think that if you're an ICE agent or a police, you wouldn't want that either, because do they really want a situation where people are combative and afraid? I mean, I would think they would rather have a civil system where they, hey, come with me,
Yeah, I don't know. And I don't want to comment on what other people are thinking or whatever, but,
right.
I don't
understand this. I don't get who is in favor of this. I don't understand why it's beneficial to the society. It's certainly not beneficial to the economy. We're just losing good people like Nelson. We're losing all the Nelsons. And I'm sorry. It's just, we're going to miss you. It's unfair. We're going to miss you.
No, I'm going to miss you. And I would like to say I'm very thankful of you, Jeff, Brett. And I don't think anybody will think that you can have a boss like you two guys. More than a boss, but friend, family, who treat you like family. And this firm was always like that, like family business, family with the employees. So the people here, they were no co-workers, they are family. And that's what I will miss the most, the family part. That I was always happy to come to work every day because I felt that I was growing every day. And I hope there's more human beings like you, and a little more this will be a better world. And I would like to say something for the younger people, the very young, or, Americans, that the best time I have here was the first time I went to the public library, because believe it or not, that was the first time I saw a computer.
When was this?
1991 in Honduras. My college, we didn't have computers. There was only in the universities, and very like 2-3 computers for the whole. So you had to ask permission, and So I had never seen a computer. So I went to the library here and I saw the computers, and I was like, whoa. And I asked for the lady, these computers, can you use it? Yeah, you can. How much do you pay? No, it's free. It was like.
That's all right. It's okay. You don't have to.
I don't know. It was like the world was opening. I say, whoa, I can use this computer. Then it was like crazy. I stay in the library like every day. I would go search all the books, because they told me, no, you get this card and you can borrow the books. wasn't existing in my country. I cannot borrow a book, take it home. So I will borrow so is this knowledge for free?
Yeah.
That wow. So I think that's why it was hard for me to choose a major in college, because
so
you
many
can
You just
study everything.
You wanted to learn everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Education. I mean, it's something we
The
take
public
for
library.
granted. Yeah. And public libraries, we take
Wow,
that for
that's
granted.
the best thing I could I love it. I always still have my car from 1990. Even 1993, 5.
Yeah.
I still have the same car because I knew I could go to the library and access the computer and read books. And
Well, I know you would never do this, but now you can check out books and just take them with you. Well, by the way, that would be another crime. We wouldn't allow that. So
Is it a crime?
I'm just kidding. To overstay your library books.
Yeah.
I don't know what the
Is
penalty
that a Seinfeld episode? Yeah.
Nelson,
but it was amazing experience.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because I do think that's one of many, many things that we as Americans take for granted. Besides the fact that we wake up safe and secure and, know where our next meals are coming from, many of us, not all of us. He's pulling out his library card, by the way, for the listeners at home.
I love it.
That's awesome. I love that. I have a library card too. And my daughter would do ballet when they were little. And the ballet school in Miami Beach is right next to the Miami Beach Public Library. And I would drop my daughter there, and I'd take the other 2 kids to the library next door, and we would just sit there for 2 hours, and it was just awesome. The kids would just sit there and read books, and such a cool experience. And I think a lot of people just never go to a library and never, appreciate this idea that you have this free resource available to us.
But I'd say the library is that's a great example and a great story, and I love that. But there's everything, just everything that we have in this country that we take for granted that is not available. And that's the reason why people want to come here, or used to want to come here.
Right.
Right? Is because of that.
And that some people who had that opportunity want to close that door, want to kick the ladder up. They got to the top and they want to kick down the ladder so no one else can climb up. It is really, I don't know, I keep saying mean-spirited. I just can't think of another word, cruel and just mean.
It's just, I don't think it's the American way. I just don't, right?
I'm with you.
It's not how it's not as country was built.
No.
Not how it was started or built.
I agree. I agree. Nelson, thank you, for sharing your story.
Yeah. Thank you for finally agreeing to speak into a microphone. We appreciate
Only
it.
193 episodes.
Yeah.
It only took us 100.
It is really unfortunate and sad that this is the reason why you're doing it, and we're doing it with you. It sucks, and we're going to miss you.
Thank you. And
We can't wait to come visit you.
Yeah.
We're not letting you go. Everyone went around the table at the lunch yesterday and was saying, "We're coming to see you. We're coming to see you."
Yeah.
So,
and the other thing I'll say is you mentioned that, it's a family, and that family is forever.
Yep.
So
forever.
You're still my brother.
That's right.
We're coming. We're going to come visit you, and
We're going to go for a run, you and me.
My family in Bass Armor would like to say I love you. And I always keep you in my heart, and I'll be with you always. And
the feeling is mutual.
Yeah, we love you, man.
We love you.
Thank you for everything. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nelson. Signing off.
Signing off.
For more information on this show and other resources, visit fastamron.com and connect with us on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram @fastamron.